Hi, how's it going? Zach D Productions here, and I'm here for a list video for you guys. So for this list, I'll be going over some of my most anticipated albums of the year 2023. It's hard to believe that 2023 is just in a couple of months now. It's just right around the corner, so I figured now would be a good time to go over some of my most anticipated albums. Some of the albums that I'm looking forward to the most in the year 2023. Now, keep in mind, I'm sure that there will be other great albums besides the one on this list that will release in 2023. I do think that there is a chance that more great bands than what I have on this list will come out with albums in 2023, but these are just the ones that I presume will be 2023 album releases, although one of them has been confirmed for a 2023 release. So this list is in no particular order, but I think we will start off with the one that does have a release date, and that is the new In Flames album, Foregone. And I really did like all the singles that In Flames have released for this album so far. It's definitely a step in the right direction for the band, I think, and if you know me well enough, and if you've been following this channel over the past few years, you guys probably know at this point my thoughts on the most recent stuff from In Flames. Pretty underwhelming, pretty bland music, but yeah, these new tracks, it does seem like In Flames are somewhat interested in going back to their melodeath roots to some extent, and yeah, these new songs, they sound pretty good. They're actually pretty good. I wouldn't say that they're perfect or anything, but they're pretty good, I think. And this new album, Foregone, it's shaping up to be a pretty good album, and this very well could be In Flames' best album in years, because I do think that they have lost their way. Especially when they got to Siren Charms, you know, that's really when they started to go downhill, but again, this seems like a step in the right direction for the band, so I'm looking forward to the new In Flames album. Never thought I'd say that, but yeah, you know, the new singles, they're surprisingly very good. So the next album up is the new Breaking Benjamin album. I mean, I think we all presume that there's going to be a new Breaking Benjamin album in 2023. I personally just don't see why there wouldn't be a new album from these guys in 2023, since it's definitely long overdue. It is. I mean, it should have released this year, you know, like, but we don't know what the situation is with the guys, and we really haven't gotten that much information regarding the next Breaking Benjamin album, but the only thing that we really got is Ben Burnley stating at some live show that someone posted that that they do have a new album on the way, so I guess it's going to come out in 2023. I mean, again, I just don't see why it wouldn't. I mean, it's definitely long overdue. I mean, it feels like it's been a good while since we've gotten new Breaking Benjamin music, so yeah, I mean, I am pretty much expecting a new Breaking Benjamin album in 2023. So the next album up is the new All That Remains album. This one you could say is confirmed as well, and I just have to say that it's about time. I mean, All That Remains is another band that I think is due for a new album. They haven't released an album since 2018, Victim of the New Disease, and I actually like that album. I thought that that was their best album in years. Now, according to Phil Labonte, the new All That Remains album, it sounds like All That Remains, so, I mean, that is a good sign. It'll probably be a pretty metal sounding record. I mean, it'll probably be a metal record, so I'm not really worried about it too much, you know, be like the album being like another Order of Things or Madness or whatever. Now, unfortunately, this will be, you know, an album without Ollie in the band, since he sadly passed away. And yeah, either way, I'm looking forward to the new All That Remains album, and I'm sure that there will be a song or maybe even a few songs that will be dedicated to Ollie. But yeah, definitely looking forward to this one for sure. Next, we got the new Red album. Red, definitely a band that does mean a lot to me. They're definitely one of my favorite Christian bands. And you could say that they've never released a bad album. I mean, that is a fair argument, but I have to be honest, the last two albums from Red honestly haven't been that strong. They do lack replay value in my opinion. I do have my days where Gone is my least favorite Red album, but I also have days where Declaration is my least favorite. I know that there is a lot of praise for Declaration. I mean, I don't know about a lot, but there is a handful of people that say that it's their best album since Innocence and Instinct, you know, because it's supposedly a return to their heavy sound, or, you know, but, you know, the thing about it is, I just don't think that, you know, there's enough emotion to that album, and I don't know, the album is just missing something. Now, I know that some people have pointed out that it's the production of the album. Very well could be the case, but I don't know. But Declaration, it's definitely missing something, and I honestly hope that we don't get another album like that for the next time. Honestly, I've said this before, but I would rather them do something like Release the Panic again before they ever come out with another Declaration. I mean, you can think of that what you want, but Release the Panic I don't really think is that bad of an album. But I mean, we do know that a new Red album is on the way, and yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to release in 2023, and you know, we know that they've been working on it for a while. So yeah, the new Red album. So the next album up is the new Anthrax album. Yeah, definitely looking forward to this one. Of course, Anthrax is a part of the Big Four, and you know, ever since Joey's comeback to the band, it does seem like they do keep getting better with each album. You know, I do think that For All Kings is better than Worship Music, so maybe the next album will be better than the last two. Who knows? But yeah, the era with Joey's return, I thought, has been very strong so far. So I am betting that the new Anthrax album will be very good. Definitely looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm sure that this is one that would make a lot of metalheads' anticipated albums list. Next, we got the new Death Angel album, another thrash band. In my opinion, Death Angel has never released a bad album, and kind of an underrated band, to be honest. I really dig a lot of their stuff. I like their last album a lot, Humanicide, which I honestly think is some of their best work. So, I mean, it'd be cool if they managed to top that album, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. But yeah, very good band. Looking forward to their next release. Next is another thrash band, Overkill. Yeah, definitely looking forward to the new album from these guys. I was actually expecting it to release this year, but obviously that didn't happen. But yeah, it's surprisingly looking like it's going to be a good year for thrash. So yeah, that's definitely something to look forward to. The new Overkill album. I really like their last album, The Wings of War. I don't know if I'd go as far to say that it's one of their best, but I do like the album. I do think it's a very strong album. I at least think it's better than the last two or three, maybe. I don't know, but either way, I like the album, and I'm definitely looking forward to their next album. So next, we got the new As I Lay Dying album. I believe Tim Lambesis has said that he wants the band to put out a new album in 2023. If I were to guess, it'll probably release later in the year, but who knows. But yeah, it'd be cool if we got a new As I Lay Dying album. This will, of course, be the follow-up to their comeback album, Shaped by Fire, which I thought was a really good album. Now, I will admit, I haven't returned to it as much as I did when it first came out, but I still like the album. I do think it's honestly one of their best. But yeah, I know that some people are kind of dismissive towards this band because of the whole Tim situation, but I mean, just forgive him already, guys. I mean, he said what he needed to say, and I mean, I don't really need to go into that, you know. But he's most likely learned his lesson and everything, and he obviously hasn't done it again. So, yeah. But either way, new As I Lay Dying album, I'm definitely looking forward to it whenever that comes out, if it comes out, of course. Now, the last album I want to mention here is, well, there's really no guarantee that this album will release in 2023, but, I have good reason to believe that it could, but who knows. This could be a 2024 release, which is also likely. Honestly, they're both equally likely, I think, a 2023 release or a 2024 release. And that is the new Alice in Chains album. Yes, there is a new Alice in Chains album in the works. It's on the way, and again, I'm not sure if this will release in 2023. This will be the 4th album with their current vocalist, Duvall, and yeah, the Duvall stuff I thought so far was pretty good. Obviously not as good as the Lane Staley classics, but, Duvall, he has a decent voice, but yeah. I did like their last album, Rainier Fog, which I honestly think is the best of the current Alice in Chains era. Now, again, I don't know if this album will release in 2023, but of course only time will tell. Now, I would have included Dream Theater as well, but I heard that they don't have plans anytime soon. Like, the earliest that they'll start working on the new album is late 2023, so we may not get the new Dream Theater album till much later than we expected. Honestly, we may not get this album till like 2025, or 2024 at the earliest, but who knows? Who knows? But either way, I mean, obviously I'm a big Dream Theater fan, and, I'm still looking forward to the new album, despite whenever it comes out. But yeah, I heard we may have to wait a little while for the next album from Dream Theater, so that's my list, guys. Those are just a few albums that I'm looking forward to in 2023. Let me know what you guys think. Are you looking forward to any of these albums? What albums are you looking forward to in the year 2023? Feel free to let me know. So on that note, thank you for watching and have a good one.